All right, guys. Today I'm going to talk about the square root functions, domain, and range. So if I have a function that is like this, remember that domain means all of my x's. So I want to know what all of my possible x's are. So when we're doing that, if it's a standard function, meaning that it's not reflected across the y-axis, not going this way. If it's going this way like a standard function, we just start at this point and go everything above it for x. Or in other words, x can be -1. It could be -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, etc., etc. It can be anything above this, but it can't be anything below that. So it goes from here all the way to infinity. So the way that we write this, if we remember way back to when we did this, is we put this to show that -1 is included, and then it goes to infinity, and infinity can never be included. So that's how we do our domain. Our range, of course, is all of our y values. So on the y values, I'm starting right here at, that's 3. It can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5, it can be 6. It can be anything up there. So my y values go from here all the way up. So again, that's from what we call the vertex, the starting point, our first movement. So for our y's, for our range, we would say it's 3 included to infinity not included. Okay? So that's why it's really important that we get that function stuff, the first function stuff down, so that we know where did we move left and right, because that's going to control our domain and range. So doing another example, if I had something that told me just the function rule. It told me f of x or y, as I used in the problems that we did in class, f of x equals the 3 square root of x plus 2 minus 9. Okay, it tells me that. So I want to see what my change is. My change is vertically stretched by a factor of 3. This is going to move me to the left 2. And this is going to move me down 9. So my graph is going to start at to the left 2, down 9. My next point is going to be 1, -6. -1, -6. And then I'm going to be at right here. So it's going to kind of go like this. And that arrow means that it goes on forever. But the only really important point is this guy right here. When I'm talking about my domain, my x's start at -2 and they go forever this direction. So it's going to be -2 included to infinity. When I'm talking about my range, my y's start at -9 and are everything above that. So it's going to be -9 included to infinity, not included. So that's all that we're really doing on these guys. And we call that the vertex. The vertex is the point that you get when you put these guys in. So -2, -9. That's my vertex.